So today I'm back at Toastmasters Club, which is a public speaking club. And today I'm doing a speech, which is good because it's been a while since I've done one. Now, it is today, I've not left myself much time. I've still got to write the speech, learn the speech, memorize the speech, and present the speech. So hopefully I can do all of that without messing up, those four things without messing up today. So first things first is I need to write the speech, which is taking me longer than I thought it would. So now I've come up with my title. The title's The 5-Year Plan, Long-Term Gains versus Short-Term Rewards. And I have a very, very rough 2 pages of notes there. Right, so that's always good. There's stuff written down, which is the main part, to just spew out everything you can think of. That's the best way to go. And then if there's too much, you can always cut back. That's the good way to do it. If you go short, then you need to take pauses. You need to take your time. And when you're as inexperienced as I am, you just tend to rush it really quickly and you just speak through everything in a minute, whereas I have between 5 to 7 minutes to fill. So, going from here, I now need to practice actually speaking this and see whether it comes into a speech and kind of comes together for a masterpiece. Okay, maybe not quite a masterpiece. Right, so out of those 4 things, I have now written it. Now I need to learn it. This one, I need to learn it and make sure it's within 5 to 7 minutes. This is kind of the slog part of it. So, let's pick you up. I may have a problem now because a speech is supposed to be 5 to 7 minutes and it is, I don't know if you can see that, 20 minutes long. I'm going to have to speak much, much faster. Right, so I'm now going to do the speech. I kind of know what I'm going to talk about. This will most likely not end the way I thought it would. And yeah, good to go. So just going to walk down there now and we'll see how it goes. Okay, this is where I'm doing the speech behind me. You see that building? That's the old Tunbridge Wells, I think it's Bridge Club, Bridge Building I think it is. Anyway, yeah, we get the top floor of that and I made the wrong decision. I changed into black t-shirt and jeans, which makes me a right sweaty mess now. Thank you, Mr. Toastmaster, fellow members, and established guests. Tonight I'm speaking about the 5-year plan, long-term gains versus short-term rewards. Now, to get into this, I'm basically going to break it down as I go through it. So, to begin with, what is a 5-year plan? Well, in its simplest form, the plan is just a set of blueprints to get you from where you want to be to where you're aiming to go. So basically just breaking down your established path you want to take, whether that's in love, life, career, or anything else in between. The 5-year, that's just an indicative number. That's all it is. It's just 5 years. It can be 1 year, it can be 2 years, it can be 3 decades, whatever the time frame is. But for me, 5 years in the future is as far as I want to go, because beyond that, it's just beyond my comprehension. So we're going with the 5-year plan. Why it's needed? So the reason for the 5-year plan, a lot of my family use it, and it's quite a common thing taught out in the public. And the reason for this is because it's a far enough stretch that your goals can seem scary 5 years from now, whether that's you starting a degree or aiming to buy a house. 5 years is enough of a time frame where you can go from something that you're thinking about achieving to something that you can't believe you achieved when you thought about it 5 years ago. Now, with a 5-year plan, the reason it's needed and the reason it's useful is because it quantifies what you're trying to achieve. It provides a deadline it gives you a set date you want to achieve it by, and because it gives you that set date you want to achieve it by, it means you can reverse engineer your goals. So an example of this is if you want a deposit, you want to buy a piece of property in the next 5 years. You've got this 5-year time frame in order to save up a deposit. So let's say for argument's sake it's £20,000 you need. Probably a lot more nowadays, but £20,000. From there, you can then break it down. Because you know you need it on this day in 5 years' time, you can break it down by how much you would need to save per year, and then from there, how much you need to save per month. And by breaking it down, you can take it in chunks, and it becomes less scary and more manageable. Now, the problem with a lot of people, for example, who do New Year's resolutions is they're generally stuck in the same New Year's resolution for the next 40 years of their life, primarily of which is usually to lose weight. Now, a lot of people don't achieve this because they don't quantify, they just go for this abstract thought. And the use in the 5-year plan is it allows you to quantify that, so you want to lose X amount by this date, and you can break that down to how much you need to lose per week. So, going from there, a 5-year plan needs stepping stones, and this is where long-term gains and short-term rewards come into play. Now, long-term gains and short-term rewards are opposite ends of the spectrum. So if we begin with short-term rewards, these are the little things you do that give you that immediate endorphin rush, whether it's ticking a box that you've done a task for the day, or something as simple as opening up social media or buying something at a shop. It's something relatively simple and provides immediate feedback, so it encourages you to carry on doing more tasks. So if you get one thing done, you start to feel more productive. You get another thing done, you get another thing done, you get another thing done. Now, the good thing with this is you get a lot of stuff done, which I've said quite a number of times. But the problem is that they're generally very simple tasks, and the immediate feedback and the endorphin rush doesn't usually last very long. So it forces you to keep chasing and chasing and chasing the next hit of that endorphin rush. And the problem with that is it can leave you very scattered. So if you wake up, you do the hoovering, you go out, you buy a replacement piece of clothes, you do your food shop, you come back, you catch up with all your friends, you check social media agency. Yes, you've done about 10 to 20 things that day, it feels good. But if you've got a report due the next day, that's not really going to help you in the long term. So that's where we move on to the long-term gains. Now, long-term gains generally require more work, sacrifice and effort to complete. They also require quite a bit of foresight in order to see where you aim to go. And that's always easier said than done. The benefits of long-term gains is these are things that are longer lasting. Whether that's completing a degree rather than going for a night out, or starting a new career. They're all things that last you in the long term in life. But the issue with them is that you need something called, you need a good handle on delayed gratification. Now I'm just going to do a brief summary, but if you are more interested in learning more about it, the books I recommend are The Marshmallow Test and The Power of Habit. Basically, delayed gratification is putting off something that you can get now for something later on that could be better. So the example in the marshmallow test is they give 5-year-olds a marshmallow, and if they don't eat it after 5 minutes they get 2 marshmallows, which I mean to this day I probably still struggle with, but anyway. So going from there, how can we use these two opposite ends of the spectrum to become more productive? So in the 5-year plan, you have the foresight of the long-term gains. These are the things that are going to last you longer term, whether that's going to university or saving up that deposit. But it doesn't give you that immediate feedback. So what quantifying it does is it allows you to break down how to achieve that long-term goal into baby steps. So that's year by year, month by month, day by day. And by doing that, you get that immediate hit, that immediate satisfaction of something to tick off on the check sheet, and get you that step closer to that long-term goal. So by combining the two that are often seen as opposite ends, you can bring them together in order to get to being overall more productive in life. And then to finish, the conclusion to this is it gives you clarity and peace of mind. So in 5 years, lots of people don't know where they want to be, what they want to do, or will look back on their previous 5 years and not understand where the time went. So by combining them all together, you can reflect better, your success will improve, and it gives you clarity and peace of mind.